get me to 13. See, I'm not that far ahead of
12. You. No, I'll still be on 12. What we can always do, if it's going to be the turkey mutation next week. Are you going to be here Monday?
Yes.
Okay. Then we could do, and we could do, even if I'm not level 15. That would get me to level 15. We're pretty close. All right, both level 12.
Yeah.
So not too far behind.
Well, it's like what we did with the last, where I just kept playing at 15 until we got you there. That's fine with me. I enjoy playing, no problem.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
By chance, do your friends enjoy MOBAs? Oh, I think he's... Sorry. Kaitu, you were asking someone else. But on that note, I used to play a lot of Dota 2. Not anymore.
During the height of the
we play some
were the days.
Heroes of the Storm now.
Many personalities
we do, yes. I do enjoy that game quite a bit.
One of them turned out to be more than we could handle.
The new hero's out. You want to try it? Oh, they...
I heard she has a really low win rate.
Yeah, like 30-40% or something like that. They after they put her on the PTR, they nerfed her quite a bit. It's also one of those heroes with a high skill ceiling, so it's just going to take a while for people to figure out how to play her. But I've also had games where she's had like the most hero damage, the most number of kills.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's not weak by any means. She has a lot of counters though, like Zeratul, Illidan, Nova, anyone that can kind of like get right on top of her or stealth and pick her off. She's very squishy. And her only means of escape is actually landing her abilities, which all have like a cast time. So if you're like a quick hero like Illidan, you can just avoid them, and then she won't be able to escape.
Interesting.
I haven't played her. Just from,
okay, I was gonna say, yeah. What's your experience been?
Yeah.
But you haven't tried, yeah.
No.
Well, maybe we could play sometime this week.
Yeah.
And
well, they have a new. Do you remember that brawl that was cooperative? You're like defending against the waves of Zerg.
Yeah.
They have a new one of those where you actually, it's like Escape from Braxis. So you're actually not defending, you're pushing through, trying to escape against a bunch of Zerg and Zerg heroes. Yeah. We could try that out as well.
Yeah, I like those co-op brawls. I mean, I like the brawls in general. One of my favorites, I don't know if you ever played this one, but it was just 10 people, everyone was Nova, and your snipe ability one-shot people.
That's pretty cool.
So it's just everyone was cloaked and like sending out illusions of each other, and it was just really confusing.
Yeah.
And the only description to it was just everyone is Nova. Period. Which was great.
I also enjoy the like one lane battles. They're just something different. And our base is get pretty hectic. And
we should protect it with all we have.
Oh yeah, I see. Red, like you're saying, downside of co-op is it gets the focus of all the updates. Which
yeah, spreading the.
Of course I am.
Yeah, that's probably why we don't get any more. We're not going to get any more campaigns.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's. Yeah, I mean that's true. But I wonder if we would get more campaigns anyway, because I think basically what it comes down to is just the price. Like the cost is so much for those campaigns. I honestly think Nova Covert Ops was just either a little underpriced, or the co-op updates are overpriced, and I think it's a little of both. And it kind of just goes to show. I guess why things are the way they are a bit. I definitely think Nova Covert Ops was a bit underpriced. They were probably really hesitant with that, and then
the sales didn't justify it.
Initiating security system rebuild.
Yeah, and now they'd have to increase the price. Yeah, they'd have to increase the price.
And then people would be upset.
And be like, that, yeah.
It's like Nova Covert Ops was $15. This one's 20.
Yeah, and what people don't realize is they're paying a boatload for the co-op commanders, probably more than they're actually worth. When you compare it to something like Nova Covert Ops, which was, you know, you essentially paid the same price for 3 maps that had a huge overhaul to every single piece of them.
Yeah, I mean all those microtransactions, small co-op commanders, the costs add up.
Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, I see what CTG's saying. I completely agree, though. Like, I enjoy co-op a lot, so I don't really mind. I would prefer both, obviously. So, you know, you just got to be, you know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess, when it comes to a game that's this old, unfortunately.
I have regained control of 50% of our
Sorry, I
systems.
have like no
But it
army
hasn't been
currently.
easy. This is just a transport.
Me neither. It's
it has
fine.
no shields to defend me from these strikes.
How can they see me? They must be at an observer.
This
Okay.
suppression tower was once a useful defense. Now
You got
it's in
the
way of
tower?
my work.
Yeah.
Kindly dispose of it.
Alarak, no, come back. Got some supplicants coming for you. Some meat.
Only 25% of the
Dude,
corruption
pro blink.
systems work
I blinked out of the AoE thing at like the last half second. Like, we all can't be insanely good at this game.
No,
It's
only
only
a
reserved
select,
for some
select
of us.
few of us.
The elite know how to press the blink button.
Oh, I need to start getting I already built one of those. Just need some ascendants. Those upgrades for them.
Oh, yeah.
Let's chrono that out.
Oh, where's that? Where's that?
Secure.
All depending
Where's
on
my-
the
This security
attack.
terminal is clear of corruption.
It's like, what an attack! 3 adepts? Why even send that?
Yeah.
Oh, is
It
there
says
more?
it's right here.
Oh, there's more.
I just had a thing walking by it.
They can send all the adepts. Thanks, CGG.
This isn't gonna actually make me have to learn.
Alarak doesn't get a real army until 8 minutes in. Well, I better
He
start.
does take a while to get off the ground if you're doing like a robo build or ascendance build. It takes some time, or it can take some time. I can push into this if you want
I am
to.
about to head to the
Get
third
the
terminal.
bonus?
Yeah,
Okay.
AKA if you want to spend all the money to do it.
Yeah, I have some money. I haven't been spending my money that well. So,
I can actually spend. Anybody can spend it as long as you can see it. But
okay. Let's get some more gateways and pylons.
These foolish enemies seek the storm.
How do I get up here? This way. Let's clear this out.
You want to pledge your power.
I'll have the mothership soon as well.
was no covered ups $10 for 3. I think it was 15, and that was only if you bundled it. So that means $5 for 3 missions, which is what you pay for a co-op commander.
Beginning security data restoration. Considerable wait time ahead.
I can warp Zeratul back to help with this attack. Probably didn't need to do that, but it's fine.
Can you prove him wrong? You have protected another of my brethren.
Okay.
This personality will never be lost now.
Oh,
Detecting
Zeratul
shit.
died.
suppression tower.
I need to defend my base.
Yeah, that was my fault.
No worries. Need those havocs.
We have saved the
Alright, we got the
personalities from
purifiers.
this data core.
Karis,
at that.
Come help us out, buddy.
Speak.
Let's kill it.
Whoops.
I lost all my ascendants. Yep.
Restoration efforts have reached the halfway point. Enemy suppression tower activated. I am unable to
I need to help you
progress
out.
due to the tower's interruption.
Yes,
Tower
Sorry about that.
Good work.
it'll be fine. No, you were doing the bonus. It's kind of... The first one on this map is kind of in a place where it's trickier.
The tower has ceased to fire. At least something is going right.
Your allies are in battle.
Okay.
You got that? I'm gonna just
Yeah,
keep
we
clearing
got
this
this.
out. I know where the last fragment is, so I'm going for it. It is kind of funny, though. It does add an element of coordination with your teammates when, like, if you're playing with them, you can say, like, hey, I'm going to get the fragment. I mean, you could say that in text as well, but it's a lot easier for me to just say, hey, I'm going for the fragment. Whereas if you're playing with a stranger and you realize your ally's not helping at all, and you're like, help me, please? And they're, like,
please.
just staring into nothingness trying to
Please help.
find the thing. Yeah.
Let's actually make. Let's make a rowboat so we can get that warp prism. Warp some units out.
We are back online at this location.
Back online. Gonna need more pylons.
Vengeance.
Oh, whoops.
You can take that.
Take what?
No, your enemy's passing through the enemy base.
Oh, yeah.
Blades have met the enemy.
Alright, I think we're good now. We reached that.
Yeah, bet.
Or you've reached that critical mass.
We both have, I think.
The fence is for the meek. The Tal'Darim will clear the path. My life.
Go get him, Void Rays.
My life for the High Lord.
The transport is in motion.
What?
The knockback with that anti-air immortal thing looks so goofy, especially like against Colossi, which... Zeratul shield regeneration. Yeah, I've been using the gateway rally points occasionally. CTG, as some other people have suggested that as well. It's been useful in specific cases where I've just been completely confused, but it is definitely a really good backup plan.
Of course I am needed. State.
Make like 20 observers.
20? That sounds about right.
It's the only way.
Restoring original security protocol. Try to be patient.
Pylons can deal with the attack.
Hostile forces
Okay.
have been deployed to my position. I recommend taking out that suppression tower quickly.
Took that out so quickly, man.
It's because the immortals can attack it with their air attack, which is like blatantly bullshit.
Oh shit, they have a Dark Templar here. Let's make some
I have an
cannons.
observer. I have several observers.
No, attacking our base.
Oh, okay.
Can't get up there? There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Now you can use Q to...
Takeover is halfway complete. And yes,
That works.
I am doing my best.
Oh, that
Detecting another
seems like
suppression
Mind Blast
kind
the
of in a weird
Reavers!
spot. Yes, kill them.
Thank
Destroy the
God
Reavers.
you're not allowed to Mind Blast your own units.
Show them no mercy.
Your allied units. Otherwise, a lot of your units would be dead right now.
Thank you. Zeratul, no! I don't know where he was, but he's dead.
So no Mind Blasting buildings.
You can't mind blast the suppression tower.
we gotta get home.
It's marked as a structure.
Good work. I will have to ask for more of it. I am under attack. Care to assist? My work here is nearly finished, if you can believe it. Enemy suppression tower activated.
Reaver lives matter. Sorry, man. Talking about Reavers in a positive light, man. It hurts. When I see consistent viewers talking about their love for Reavers, it's like a deep betrayal. Do you understand? How dare you?
Despite the odds, everything has been fully reset here.
I am as strong as any army.
You find the tower charge up pretty annoying? I agree. It is not just you.
Oh, the sound, yeah, that makes...
Yeah. Wow. just wow.
Pretty good.
I'll spend the money for the bonus.
Okay, I'll
Try to
defend.
stay focused.
I don't think it even pops until you get halfway to the last objective. You think Zeratul's armies would come with Corsairs? Yeah, I guess that's kind of like Vorzoon's shtick. So they gave him like the Void Rays and the Dark Templar thing.
Oh, I never got
There are more personalities in
target
the
lock
data core here.
upgrade.
Try to reach them before the enemy does.
Oh my god.
You got big ascendants?
I do have some. I think a lot of them have died, but some of them have grown. Yep.
I found, like, what I do, I just make, like, 3 or 4 of them and just keep them hotkeyed and alive, and they're just insanely strong, yeah.
What a relief.
As long as you use their abilities.
God, Zeratul's, his shield regen is just absurd. I still am, like, shocked at how fast he gets his shield back. He's, like, near invulnerable after the 3rd artifact fragment, as long as you just don't right-click him through enemies and lose track of where he is, like I tend to do. He's, like, bizarrely strong. It's fantastic. I guess I'll get this thing up here.
Analyzing corrupted security data. Stand by.
Yep.
Man, these stalkers are pretty strong.
Have been deployed to my position.
I just keep like making rounds like, man, the disruptors are pretty strong.
Everything's-
Ah, the stalkers, they're pretty strong.
They're even stronger.
Yeah.
I recommend taking out that suppression tower. Quickly.
Probably like. Look at that Robo build though. The Immortals, Disruptors.
Morals, Disruptors, Vanguards, Wrathwalkers.
No, for your units as well. Your Immortals.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, between us, like, if we did exclusively Robo builds, remember we tried that on the train mission and it was insane.
You now empower the state unit.
System takeover is halfway complete.
Oh, God.
Yes, I am doing my best.
Reavers, destroy them.
Tower destroyed. Good work. I will have to ask for more of it. Multiple suppression towers are readying attacks.
If you ever get a child with your wife, you need to get it a Reaver pajama for it so you can see it crawl all day in your house. Wow. I don't know if I'll ever
So Alarak's pretty much like with Ascendant build, you just click on things and they die.
Yep. They're extremely strong. You like how they get bigger too. You see how
Yeah.
some of them are just huge. Yeah, you don't really even need that many of them for them to be.
No, you don't. You just need a lot of supplicants
Yeah.
for them to eat. Some Havocs in there.
I will have to ask for more of it.
Reaver pajamas so you can watch an infant crawl around. Like a Reaver onesie.
Reaver onesie. Just crawling around on the floor.
You address the high what? Speak.
I think we won.
We did?
I'm pretty sure we won. Here, have some Void Rays. Oh, never mind, it's over.
No trace of the Tal'Darim
That was fun.
personality remains.
He shoots brown
It appears he
scarabs.
is truly dead at last. Fine work, commanders.
You need
No,
that
no
rapid
babies
fire.
for us right now.
That rapid fire diarrhea upgrade. Oh, man.
Gross!
Hey, everyone poops.
Everyone poops, it's true. I could probably play one more before I have to take her out, it's fine.
All right, let's do one more.
Took her out a little later in the afternoon. There's no point in me really delaying it, because one way or another I gotta take her, but it's fine.
Well, if you want to go
Fine.
now. Okay.
Nah, I'll wait till
Did you get level
till a little bit later.
13? Were you level 13?
No, I just
That's
got
not-
level 13.
Okay.
3rd artifact fragment level upgrades for my robotics facility stuff. Increases the damage absorbed by the Xel'Naga Enforcer's barrier by 300%. The Xel'Naga's Enforcer's barrier will restore its health when it fully restores its health whenever it activates. Like, I understand this is for the 3rd artifact, but on some maps you can get the 3rd artifact in like 11 or 12 minutes.
Yeah.
When a Xel'Naga's Abrogator's Purification Nova explodes, it generates 3 smaller Novas that deal 50 damage each to enemy units in their path. Void Arrays in Wormhole mode increase the shield regeneration rate of nearby friendly units by 2 per second. Oh, I may actually have to build those. Increases the sight radius of Zolnaga Watchers by 50%.
Nice. That's great. I'm still level 12.
Yeah.
So what is 16 Ascendants? Is optimal number? How'd you come up with that?
Optimal, quote unquote. Well, I'm sure someone's
about
written a
17?
12-page document on it, but realistically, you only need like 4 and you'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
I've played all the maps. But I believe you. Okay, so